right, for the next few games, 硬起来 for us.
Okay,
硬起来.
let's go. As we talk about 硬起来, the plane has just flew really high right now, and we should just head to the game.
I would like to see the point of 硬起来 together with our planes. If you like to say that planes are very hard, then you are right about that. You are absolutely right about that. So here we have the plane that's going to be flying from from the north side all the way down to the southeastern side. We are cutting in through of Los Leones, Picado right here, La Bendita in far range as well. Hacienda del Patron is definitely a place that you can go, as well as La Cobedia.
All right. We do have the same flight path from the previous game. Am I right? Yeah, somewhere around there. And we do have the same thing, okay, where GX, all right, okay, all the GX fans, come on, let's do it, okay. Right, all right. So we do still have Sofia right at where the power grid is, the same area from just now, and we do have the other three teammates right at El Pozo. So I do not see any changes between all the placements. Same goes for other teams. So this is going to be interesting, and I hope that the circle will just pop around the southern west side. And I didn't call for it, but there we go. We have the southern west side of the circle, and it's pretty clean.
Yeah, with Chumacera in the center of the circle, covering in onto Monte Nuevo, just a slight teeny weeny bit of San Martin, Los Leones, in fact, the entirety of Los Leones. Bayadama is up for grabs as well, but I don't think that any of the teams will want to go to the coastal areas of Miramar, because it is at the edge of the circle. There is really no reason for you to be at the edge of the circle when it comes to the first circle. When it's at the fifth and the sixth circle, then it's understandable.
All right, so right now what Ronin has to do is just do gatekeeping, just split into 2-2, get a choke point at Monte Nuevo. Sorry, my bad. I still can't pronounce that particular city for some reason. All right, but of course, the 2-2 split will be there. Just gatekeep GX, just gatekeep, gaming room for coming in, and make that a choke point for yourself. Get some points, and you will keep up with the scores.
It does seem like the rotations coming in from the teams might go down south, like literally down south. Not figuratively down south, all right? So we might be able to see Sako to go all the way from the bottom side and then going into the center of the circle, close to Chumacera, by using the roads and whatsoever, as you can see. And I don't think that most of the teams would enter directly to the center of the circle. Understandably, center of the circle is a place where everyone would want to go.
Of course.
Whoever is in the northern side of the circle, northern side of the map, and probably El Pozo area, La Cobedia area, we might be able to see them to make their way to Monte Nuevo or even La Driera.
I would like to see that, BAE getting really strong, all right, coming back into their game and get into the fights, because they are aggressive in their qualifiers, and now they are a bit, laying off back on their aggressiveness, but going in very passively. So this is a bit worrying for me, because looking at a strong team going passive, it's not working for them very well right now. Although they might be around the top of the scoreboards, but now this is the time for you to actually get a good fight.
Yeah, we do have Cerberus that is right in the middle of Picado, and I don't think that they will be meeting with any form of action just yet.
No.
For a finals game, I was expecting to have a little bit more action.
I guess it is the final game. You usually don't get a lot of action early, because you don't want to die early. You don't be the one to get the first blood. And so that is where, how all this works out right now. And we do have gaming room sending one man down to scout. Just drove past El Pozo. GX not taking the shot. Maybe they are being patient. Maybe they're just getting loot. I'm not sure. But they have Sofia getting the head start, knowing what's happening right in front of them, so that the message will be passed down right.
We have Battle Arena and Lee is trying to make their way into the center of the circle as fast as they can, even with a Mirado. The thing is, they are driving all the way down south next to Impala, and we do have a little bit of a prayer going along here.
Of
So
course.
back to our faces, back into our beautiful faces.
Oh,
and
man.
unfortunately, we will have to cut that off just for a little bit. We're experiencing just a little bit of technical difficulties, but of course we will be back with the game very,
Yeah.
very soon. In the meantime, we're just going to give you a little bit of a podcast and really let you guys understand what is going on with the game.
Yeah, well, of course. So, if everyone who plays PUBG, you understand the stress that's going on this player because they are playing for the money. And right now we do see that everyone is actually heading into the center of the circle, all right, trying to grab as much points as possible. And we do see that GX really starting a fight with Ronin, and they are a strong team. And right now, I would say the devil has become the minion because of the scores. But right now they want to get back the Minion King title. Not Minion King title, Demon King title. My bad.
Minion King title is fine.
We'll
just leave it at that.
That's us. That's us. All right. We are the minions for Hades because Hades is the Demon King himself. All right.
So to let you guys understand a little bit, if you guys remember that the circle cut in a little bit of San Martin, the entirety of Los Leones, but most importantly, they are Chumacera is just a shy bit away from the center of the current circle, right? So wherever that literal center of circle is, that is where most of the team is. And if I can see it correctly, we do have Victim Reality there. We do have Cerberus eSports there as well. And finally, Next eSports is there as well. And just about maybe about 100 meters away, or maybe even 50 meters away, we do have Ronin as well as GX.
But this is a pretty weird rotations coming in, and we are back into the game. Of course, we are looking at a lot of things stacking up on each other, and this is going to be kill coming in. A lot of something's going to happen somehow or rather. But of course, we do have a bit of technical issues coming in, and we're talking about stacking up. It's going to be it feels like a cheeseburger stacking up on each other right now. Look at all the colors are coming in. It's amazing, man.
Colors of the rainbow. Not exactly rainbow, but you get what I mean. Everyone.
Maybe the fun of a unicorn, right?
Yes. Unicorns ain't real. No. They are absolutely real. In the meantime, we finally managed to see the first blood coming in, and we managed to switch it back right in time as RRQ Bogor was able to get that first frag down. The grenade is going to go down the ridge, but not gonna land on anyone just yet.
Yeah, and that is one of Jitchuan's favorite, player, low-key, getting shots. And right now we do see a lot of lads raining down onto BAE. It is not looking good, although the Marado, and they managed to escape with a sliver of health.
Yes, the sliver of health definitely managed to help them stay alive just a little bit. But
ST Dance managed to get a knock onto Misery killed on the other hand.
Victim Reality might be in a tough spot at this moment of time. As he was able to see someone within the shadows of the room, but just going for a little bit of rotation, he might want to play it extremely safe. AOFR went down as he knocked himself over by dropping down the car, and C1 Moy with a superior angle around that corner definitely got down that kill. Tonke and Stilvie is going to be the only one remaining, but Tonke with just 19 health left. He have to get a first aid kit up, but he is still getting tagged up by LIAB exactly from literally really far away.
But
in the meantime,
we have Virus X coming into Cerberus, and Cerberus has Nivy has been deleted. Nivy has deleted labs, and this is crazy. It's a skirmish after skirmish coming in. The siege after siege.
Exactly. So right here, 9V, he does have the angles against the opponents. So everything should be working out pretty okay, considering the fact that he does have the 6x AWM. Ace landed a shot onto 9V, and Virus X. The thing is, he is the scout of the team. He does have the information of where Cerberus is. In the meantime, as you can look at the map,
Chowei coming in really hard into the map, and trying to get some positioning right now. But at the same time, Ronin is also moving in. So this is not looking good for any team who is stuck at the middle of the whole transition right now.
with the new circle coming in, all of the teams are slowly swarming right to where Cerberus is, because that is the most optimal spot you can ever be. All the vicinities around Cerberus is also a good place to be, so it is going to be quite a massacre in the later part of the games.
Of course. And we do right now, it's a bit quiet because they are kind of looking out for a lot of things and trying to go for regroup, making sure that the right call will be coming in very soon as the team will start breaking the silence really quick right now.
I think the silence have been broken just a little bit as far as X are trying to shoot north, south, east, and west. So many things are going on. And Taolai actually received like half HP down. I'm not exactly sure exactly what happened there, but never mind. Let's take a look a little bit more on Asen that is putting themselves at the southeastern side. They are making sure that they do not get clipped off in the middle of nowhere, but
they're pretty much safe.
They are very, very safe.
They're safe.
They're playing at the edge of the circle, and knowing the meta game by these players, none of these players plays at the exterior of the circle.
Okay, right now the gameplay is having the terrain on your on your hands right now to play with, because it is really depending on that particular moment. And at the same time, if someone's going to flank you, it's usually the situational dependence, and it's up to you to go for the call, whether to retreat or to go ahead. At the same time, yeah. So, okay, we do have the silence coming in again. Really, really silent right now.
Extremely silent. In fact, this game is one of the most silent games that I can remember. It is already 11 minutes in. Remember how we usually see huge firefights by 7 minutes in, 10 minutes in, and I believe that this game, by 15 minutes, most of the people will be as dead as the dawn already.
Of course, but right now they are playing for the money. They are not going to joke around. They are going to be a professional, getting all these skills coming up and wrecking anyone in front of their face.
And here we have the circle slowly closing into the current circle, and then we will be greeted with phase number 3 in 30 seconds time. In the meantime, we're taking a look at Gaventure, splitting it a little bit into a 2-2, and what lies in the middle of them is just a plain empty road, making sure that they can catch each other's sixes. For Gaventure, they have the eyes against SGD for now, and for Chillrex, they can look down onto Next eSports to make sure that Next eSports do not push right in front of their compounds.
Well, if they want to push into their compound, it is going to be a risky move right there. But of course, we have the new circle just popping up right somewhere around the northern western side. So whoever has not entered the circle, they have to once again shift their butt into it, and it's not going to look good for anyone who's coming in late, because it's a punishment. It's really hard. The principal is coming in.
The southeastern side of the circle is definitely going to be the choke point, whereby most of the teams will meet each other, and that is the 15 minutes mark, most probably. No, probably, but I think earlier than that, Asen will come in closer to Gaventure.
But fights are coming in between to those guys.
Here we have Cerberus coach managing to get a really nice shot right onto BC10, but Red Dot as well as Ace will be the one that eventually end the lives of SGD two men of the SGD.
Here comes the delete. Alright, by the way, Cerberus eSports, why I'm saying that they are pretty good right now, and why they have the placement is because of Coach and Ace. Ace managed to get 9 kills yesterday, and it's amazing. And right now, they are going to repeat this in Miramar. I hope so. Really hope so.
Got a little bit of a shot down at the southern side. We do have Aozora shooting just a little bit, but in the meantime, let's take a closer look on the Stewie, as he does have some angle onto Cade. But see one more from his utter western side. Knocks Stewie down, and Tonke have to come to his rescue and bring him up. But I think it's a little bit too far away if he were to actually go straight down and try to pick him up. Kane might have an angle against Tonke, and that might spell the end of them.
Yeah, I mean, Tonke, you're going to get caned by Kane himself. So it's quite a fight. But it's not really a fight, because their team is still trying to rotate towards where Stevie is.
Chumacera is still the main city.
Oh, yeah.
It's always going to be the main city.
But of course, right now we do have Ronin moving out from Chumacera, going up to the hills and trying to set a shop there by splitting up, pretty much like everyone will have a single spot, everyone will have their 6 covered, it's okay. At the same time, they are fighting BAE and GX, so this is going to be quite a fight.
Here we have Donkey trying to dish out a little bit of shots right onto Ace
coming in.
throwing out the nade. I believe it's a little bit too far. Even the clocking time is too far. In the meantime, we do have Sako putting down lead right on Napoleon and Chirex. It's an instant kill. So I think that it is a drive-by kill. What's going on with that?
All right, let's take a look at what Avenger
Makes sense. Yes, vehicle explosion might be the one that actually got them the kill.
So this is the point right now. In Miramar, please rotate early. There's no way you are going to get a space for yourself in this kind of map because it's the Valley of Death.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we have already touched this topic quite some time ago. I believe even in the country qualifiers, the mixed qualifiers and all the stuff. And we've seen a lot of teams that actually does not make the rotations fast, and in the end they are forced out and flushed out by the circle, and in the end just couldn't get themselves anywhere.
Yeah, and the fight has been ongoing with Instant eSports and with Stewie and guys, and next eSports guys. But there's some shots coming in, and Seymour managed to get a delete and destroy Instant eSports right immediately. Oh my god.
That is an intense Michael Bay action coming in. In the meantime, Vandal 9 Boy with a 3-time spray down right onto Sapao from SGD. Do know that we only have 2 men remaining. His HP so low, and just like that, it's going to be a drive-by and bye-bye Sapao. He's not going to give a damn about Sapao, and we have the final member of Sky Gaming Dark Luck to play off for himself, and that man is going to be our one and only Gao Gao.
Man, oh man, this is not looking good for any teams that is right in the middle, especially for Gao Gao. He loses all his men. Oh god.
Vehicular explosion is one thing, but dying as a pillion rider is very, very demoralizing.
Next time I should drive by and, maybe I should be the driver and you will be the
Hold on a second. Oh man is coming real close. He is able to see man, but just gonna go for an entire breakdown. He only landed 1 shot. Now that is actually bad. Now, man doesn't know that man is around. He knows that man is the only one that he saw, right?
Yeah, of course.
Bogor is hiding behind the fences, and he might get shot out anytime soon.
Oh, Bogor.
He's trying to be as cautious as possible. Bogor switches out his gun, and he did not expect it. He didn't know. He wasn't ready.
What is with that potato?
He wasn't ready.
Oh my god, that potato reaction just cost his life, and RRQ managed to actually get into the circle. That might be that might be a strategy feat. You may never know.
What?
It is a strategy feat.
I see.
Yeah. I would hope that that potato kind of strategy don't come into play too much.
And here we have Victim Reality slowly making their way down, and it's just 10 meters away, or plus minus, close to Virus X. We do have Avenger with Rain Zera raining down nade right onto the opponent's side, and Sirius will be the one that suffers that nade. He's not the only one. He's not the only one. There was a delete coming in from Rain Zera. Avenger just deals down so much damage and almost destroy an entire team. And Jackie actually flying. He got knocked down in midair by Man and Voldemort. He's dead. At the top of the containers. Now we are hitting the 18-minute mark. Everyone is putting down shots and leads flying absolutely everywhere. Taolai, he sees Misery Cute, he sees Victim Reality, he sees Gao Gao even. I don't think he even saw Gao Gao, but Gao Gao went straight in, managing to get a kill on the Misery Cute. More and more vehicles coming into the fray. Taolai is trying to handicap them as much as they can. Jaxi runs straight through onto Gao Gao. Down it goes. Jack is now inhabited by Victim Reality.
Man, oh man, there's quite a lot of fight. Next eSports is down. V2S Sky Gaming is down. This is really crazy. One starts and it's became a domino effect.
Definitely domino effect. Well, once someone breaks the silence, people are, like you said, it is going to be a domino effect. I hear this person at the eastern side, from the another side of the map. Hey, I hear this guy.
At the same time, you hear that guy, we see Gavenger has been eliminated by GEX.
Jaxi managing to get the nade right onto Ace, and they're going to scurry back into the hut in safety. We do have Coach that is driving one man around, and they might be coming close to MBT.
Ouch.
And looks like K-Vice was able to get a knockdown right onto Jaxi. He is still extremely cautious. He is rather far away from the two other guys, which is ROS XD as well as Darkass. But he should be relatively okay. He still has one man.
He managed to get a delay onto Ace? What's happening?
The Ace, if I'm not wrong, Ace was already knocked down, so I think he left them. In the meantime, Nevermore prone down right in the nick of time as he received some returning damage. But Red Dot still at the same damn position and managed to get that kill right onto Nevermore.
Oh my god, Chasing Kimba just took a KS on the Coach. Nevermore, thanks for the kill.
He's outside of the circle, and there is no way that he can get himself back in as Taolai deals down the finishing blow on Nevermore. The rest of BAE is slightly inside of the circle, but in between them, there should be one man around. Oh man, just going to take up all the damage from Jaxi, and here comes the nade by his own nade, and he's just gonna die just like that. Victim reality, Jaxi takes the point away from everyone else.
At the same time, Cerberus eSports has been taken down and wiped by BAE.
9V. They are going to be stuck in this small little hut for now. We do have a care package that's going to be coming in real soon.
Right,
let's take a look at the team tracker for a while. We do have a lot of teams that have 4 men remaining. MBT, Ronin, Virus X, GX. That is still 4 men strong. RQ with 3. Sako, Battle Arena Elites, as well as Victim Reality with 2. And finally, Gaming Room with 1.
You know, I guess right now Ronin will be the ultimate guardian angel for GX. And the fights are still ongoing at that little small hut.
Oh, the grenade is flying over the head of K-Vice. I don't think that he was able to Kobe that in, because it's extremely difficult to Kobe that in.
But that nade...
That's correct. That is something that you absolutely need. K-Vice try to go for the nade right in front of the door. Kobe grenade, and I think it will land. C1 Moy will then eat that grenade for dinner, and Jaxi and C1 Moy will go down to MBT.
Victim Reality finally became the victim of the other teams. That is not really good.
That is absolutely bad.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Virus X with all four of them still remaining, they have a good compound for them. Ultra Boy UB just went down with an entire spray down onto man, and RRQ with 1 man down. It is going to be pretty grim as Kopin Lee takes up an angle, put up a strong front, and might want to go for the rest 4 man. Ultra Boy UB goes in, gets a double headshot. I think it was a single body shot and a headshot that will put Kopin Lee back into covers, and this will ultimately reset the positioning and the reporting angles for Kopin Lee and Ultra Boy UB. But the thing is that so many smokes around, Ultra Boy UB will have to find the perfect positioning. He sees the perfect positioning, he can see Kopin Lee, but he went straight into the smoke, and this will be crunch time for Ultra Boy and Kopin Lee himself. It's a small little picking up of the head. The blue is coming in to eat them alive. Ultra Boy wants to find a way, but Kopin Lee prone down, shot under the vehicle, and get that kill onto Ultra Boy and ended the entire team of Sako.
But at the same time, RQ left with only 1 member because Valdemar has been deleted by Justin Weaver ahead of time.
We still have GX rather strong. With 4 men remaining and 2 kills, they have a pretty good angle if you ask me.
Well, I would say that if Ronin is going to push in, Sophia and Mixlaw will be having a hard time, and this flank is not going to be easy because it's like a hammer and anvil coming together to just clamp them down.
I'm not exactly sure how Virus X wants to rotate around this. It does seem like they are going for a 2-2 split. Yeah. 1 going to the west, 1 going to the east. In the meantime, Battle Arena Elites will be eliminated by Esco Rex. It does seem like MBT is really picking up the game bit by bit. It's been very long since I've seen a game by them, but it does seem like MBT putting up a strong front, They are peppering more grenades over and split up accordingly to avoid more of those nades.
At the same time, I think that Virus X right now, they are trying to get information. That's why they are going for 2-2 split. But let's hold that for a moment. While Rose, I tried to get some shots, and here's some shots coming in from Rose.
He's beautiful shots for RSXD, but he was not able to land the finishing blow right onto Virus X. MBT RSXD have to find a better positioning or even reset his current positioning just so that he do not repeat the same exact corner, as that will spell doom for him and eventually his team.
And time for the rotation. They know what's happening. They are moving for MBT, and we do have an M14.
15 time scope is something that I would want to see in this game.
I guess we did see once. Yeah, it's not good. All right, but of course, right now I do see that it is a good call for MBT to just retreat and regroup. But at the same time, I do see that Rose is trying to scout out and give much information back to his own teammate to see what's happening.
We do have our Ronin Jatsu right opposite of MBT. The thing is, MBT does have a very nice bridge that's working for them, making sure that they are the bridge is in between of themselves as well as Ronin. So Ronin have absolutely no way to see MBT. So MBT only have two areas to cover: their east and their west.
And right now, I would say that GX will be in a pickle if Ronin and Virus X will want to enter into a compound, because their flanking end, it's pretty open.
Looks like the grenade was highly unnecessary, but Kane was able to get that kill onto K-Bytes. The knockdown was extremely crucial, as well as another knockdown on the MBT. So MBT does have 2 men down. KH was completely lost. He's not in the zone at all. He didn't even retaliate at the point of time. But Kane just picked things up and manages to get that kill onto Escorex. In the meantime, Trilane got that final kill onto the members of MBT, and MBT has been eliminated. Only left with Ronin, Virus X, and GEX at this circle. All of which have 4 men remaining.
Oh man, right now I would say that GX will be the main menu for Ronin and Virus X. They are pretty stuck at like a burger. A cheeseburger. They are just a patty. And
I would say that Virus X is the patty because of their color. And then GX is a cheese.
Mustard.
Mustard works. And Ronin is of course the lettuce. What we are missing is the meat, the delicious meat, which will happen very, very soon, as either one of these teams goes down and we will have meat for dinner, or actually 2 of this team goes down, then we will have chicken for dinner.
Yeah, why not? Right now, GX, what they could do is just simply wait for the fight, turn the whole table onto their end, and making sure that Virus X fight Ronin. But of course, as we talk, Mixor just get a knock on the Jetsu.
And here we have Kane actually being on the ball right now. He does have 3 kills, Chowei with 1. Kane really is the one that is scouting out most of the opponents. He is shy away from the rest of his teams, but I think that it's not going to be a great deal. Taolai was the one that is able to see Sophia. Miss Lol is being seen by Trians as well. So every single one of these members of GEX has been spotted out by the enemies. But how about Chowei? How about Chowei?
I guess Chowei is keeping an eye onto Virus X right now, as the fight has just broken out between Virus X and Ronin.
All the nades are peppering over the ridge. We do have some salt that is flying into the atmosphere as well, and that is actually the smoke. Night V,
nice
with all of the AWM shots that he have in the wall. Currently only 6 left in the magazine. He have to make all those shots count. And Mixlaw with an impressive grenade. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to see quite that. However, Sophia as well as Mixlaw will go in to go for the final delete. Mixlaw is still outside of the circle, but he was able to get that delete down. But CVD and Night V and Trelinth manages to get 2 men down on the GEX. It's gonna be left with Chowei as well as Kane from GEX. Games is getting more and more interesting.
And this is the time where Chowei got to move, got to pick up the pace, got to simply take the one team or one guy from Virus X, and they will just get the ball start rolling out.
Look at the coordinated nade coming in. Virus X going in for breach tactics real soon. As Xiaowei, I saw him throwing something, but I'm not too sure exactly where was the trajectory. Taolai, Trellent, Naive, and CVD is about to enter dangerous territory as Kane and Xiaowei is going to lock down onto the opponents with a blanket of smokes.
Look at that amount of smoke and the amount of nades coming in, raining onto them, but none is going to connect much because they are too far away.
Then this, ladies and gentlemen, is the time for Xiaowei to 硬起来.
Really, man?
Fight against Virus X. It is a 2v4. Exactly how are they going to play out against Virus X? At the bottom part of the ridge, we do have Kane. He is using a Mini 14. He manages to hear the grenade coming in there. Was able to get out of that ditch right on time. And there is absolutely no way that Virus X is able to push GEX. Or maybe they don't even bother pushing GEX. And here we have Xiaowei really just coming straight out.
Here comes the push.
Gets the shot on the CVD. Nice headshot. He pushes out. Goes for another shot. Taolai was able to get a shot on Xiaowei though. So he's going to be Kane versus the rest of the team. But unfortunately wasn't able to catch that out. And Virus X goes straight in for the second game with 10 kills. Even though GEX put up a really great fight.
That is a crazy fight. I hope that those